everyone, Voices here, and today I will be presenting you the best comps that you should be playing on 11.13. Let's do this. So we're gonna start with Rise and Forgotten. So yes, this comp is definitely not dead and is still beyond broken. The idea is the same, you just need to have 4 shadow items including the shadow blue buff on the Rise, and you're basically good to go. You just roll at 3-2 on level 6 to get your 6 Forgotten with Vayne, Warwick, Trash, Ikarim, Victor, Katarina. You put the Draven items on the Vayne, you put the Rise items on the Katarina, and that's basically it. I would recommend going for shadow items that are tanky for the Ikarim, because he will be the one buying the most time for your team to kill everything. But yeah, in the mid game, once you do have 6 Forgotten, everybody is getting 2 Death Blades and 2 Rabadons at the same time. So it's yeah, it turns out it's pretty good, especially level 6, which basically guarantees you the top 4 and you get out of the game with a gain of LP. That's the whole goal of this comp. And honestly, after those units, it really doesn't matter what you play. If you're playing in a bunch of AP comp, you just take in 4 Mystics. If you see that there is a lot of Aphelios or Draven carries, you put in some Ironclads. That's basically, there's nothing more to it. Play those units. You can potentially, if you do have better items for Karina, you can put Karina here for Assassin, even though it wouldn't change that much, to be honest. But yeah, that's the comp. 6 Forgotten plus whatever you are facing to, Mystics, Ironclad, Knights, aka Frontline. 4 shadow items including the shadow buff for the Rise, which is why I would recommend open forting to get that shadow tier on Carousel if needed. Preferably tanky items on the Ikarim, including shadow items. Yannick Spark is really good dispatch, by the way. And the rest can go to either Draven, Katarina, or Viego. And I'm still surprised I did not touch this. 6 Redeem is also beyond broken, but it's not even because of Vel'Koz, it's because of Lux. It's so busted. Lux will actually do more damage than the Vel'Koz with this build. I don't know. You could roll for the 3-star level 7 or 8 if you're close to it. But otherwise, it's literally just 6 redeem. If you can go 9 redeem with spats, you know, fantastic, go for it. But this is already insane. What you can add later is the Kindred to make sure that everybody survives, and you just group everything. You just do something like this. Everybody's group, everybody's getting maximum shield, your Lux won't die, and that's basically it. You just do a ton of damage, and anything that the Lux doesn't kill, the Vel'Koz can. If there's assassins, the Sender will send them away. You have so many stuns, your team doesn't die, you win the game. This is a top 1 composition. You can really top 4 with it or so, but it's more of a top 1 where this bit, if it's online with Lux 3 and you have potential items for your Vel'Koz and your frontline, it's a top 1 composition. Okay, trust me, play Lux carry, it's insane S tier. So Juke, I guess, discovered this comp before me, and turns out it's really strong. I'm just presenting one variation of this. There is another variation where it's with Ashe carry. I still prefer Zara carry because Ashe is kind of trash. But know that it's another version with 4 Rangers instead. But the idea is this: you just play 3 Draconic. You go to level 7 to play 4 Abomination, 3 Draconic, 2 Spellweaver, 2 Brawlers with the set, and basically you just roll until you get Zyra free. Once you get Zyra free, you drop the Draconic units and you put in all the Mystics in the world. And that's it. That's the comp. In the late game, what you can do is add the volley bear, just to add some more frontline. Now we need to talk about items, and it's really final whisper is the most important. It's so busted on the abomination. It's really strong. Putting around side runners to make sure it hits multiple units. Zara only needs the Shojin. You can put definitely the damage items if you have, but Shojin is the most important because that will be the most CC. On the Abomination, I like Sunfire just because there's a lot of Dawnbringers going around, and Anti-Heal is always going to be really good, but any tanky items, we do Titans, Bramble, G-Claw, it's all fine. The other version would be if you have Ash Carry, for example, if you have Deathblade and another Runans, you will play 4 Rangers. So you still keep the 4 Abomination, 5 with the spot if you can, of course, and have Aphelios and Varus instead. I still think Zara is much better, and this is definitely S tier. If you can get those items on the Abomination, Zara 3, you should be top 4ing almost always. The trick, of course, is you need to hit, right? If you do not have Zara 3 by stage 5, there's an issue. I would potentially prefer just pivot to HIV. And now we're gonna talk about, I guess, the Fast 9 comp, the most expensive comp that I think is the best right now, especially after the changes to Kale. And it is 4 Invokers, Aimer, Teemo carries. Yeah, this comp is... So if you do get everything to start here, you should be going for first. Yeah, there's not much more to it. So depending on the items you have, if you have something like Shorten, Ridgeblade, and I don't know, True Gauntlet, for example, it would be better to have it on the Aimer. If you do have blue buff, I don't know, double True Gauntlet, for example, it would be better on the Teemo. Both of them are definitely fine. I would just put the items on the first one that you 2-star, to be honest. And that's basically it. After that, it's just make sure that you have a huge front line, you have Mystic, nobody gets to your carry, you win the game. Now I'm gonna talk about just another version where it's Karma carry with 4 Dawnbringer and 4 Invoker. I still think like 4 Invoker is insane with Karma just because you have Teemo as a potential second carry. You do not need the blue buff anymore on the Karma just because of the mana lock, the way they change it. So Chojin is perfectly fine on her, I actually prefer it. And then it's just the same items as before. You can go Rabadon, you can go Double True Gauntlet, Shadow Arch, it doesn't matter really. It's really flexible. After that you just put the items, the tanky items on the Garen to make sure it hits. Hopefully twice, at least once for sure with Dawnbringer he should. If he has tanky items he should be able to hit twice. The Nidali can be good to finish some targets first, quick, and then the Karma will try to finish everybody else off. Still a really good carry. 4 and 6 Dawnbringer in the mid game is still really strong. Do not slip on this comp. Now, so this is the 4 Ranger Aphelios comp. There is so many versions of it. You can go 4 Ranger, 4 Mystics. You can go 4 Ranger, 4 Nightbringer like I'm doing here. There is so many possibilities. It just matters on the lobby. If you need 4 Mystics, go for 4 Mystics. You can even play 6 Nightbringer if you have to, with Lee Sin and another Nightbringer. It's also really good. However, you do need 4 Rangers. Okay, that is not substitutes. I am actually not too sure anymore about the best install for Aphelios because of the changes to crit. I'm suspecting crits will be just fine, but that overall the combo Deathblade Runans will probably do more damage in the end. I like the BT just for some healing, yeah. It's still very strong. It's not a C, I would put it in the A tier. But if you do have the AD items and you know, you see the Forgotten is too contested, which it should in every lobby, to be honest. Play Aphelios. You can definitely top 4 within, potentially top 1. Now, so I'm going to talk about Assassins because they're still viable. There's still many versions of it. You can go the Coven route with Katarina 3. You can go Nocturne with 6 Assassins, 3 Revenant. I do believe that those will be the best items on those two. Like, again, Final Whisper is really strong. It would help you a lot for any AD carry, to be honest. But yes, Assassins are still playable. You will still need to 3-star them. It's the same gameplay as before. Coven route for the Katarina and 6 Assassins, 3 Revenant for the Nocturne. That's basically it for this patch, guys. Those are just the best comp that you can play. Of course, there are other comps that you can play, and that I have my eyes on, aka Aliens and Skirmishers, just because they got a lot of buffs. But I will need more data to see if it's actually really good and worth mentioning to you guys. If it is, I will make sure to put another video on it and to explain how to play it. But otherwise, let me know if you have any questions about any of those comps right here, and I will see you guys next time.